19 more episodes to go. Yeah.
Why is this black? Is it black for you too?
Let's see. No notification yet.
Oh, it is public. I see the stream. I see it. Okay.
You see it?
As long as it's working.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I see us. All's good.
Alright.
Yeah.
So,
Even this thing shows us now.
Okay, cool. So yeah, what were we discussing? Yeah, you said you had some ideas for today's podcast. Some interview.
First of all, we start by sharing the news. Tundon has passed. As you can see from the thumbnail, Tundon's got his driver's license, which is cool.
Let me try to see if I can share it without leaking any information.
No, man, don't. That's Hima's department. You don't have to do it.
No, I can do it. I have an idea.
Tundon's got his driver's license last week. The way we used to talk about.
So, there's the license.
Oh, okay.
And for Thailand, there's this weird thing where they don't want to give you one license. They give you two licenses, one for the bike, one for the car. So I have both the licenses now.
Hey, okay.
All right.
How was the test?
It's a whole story time thing. I'm deciding if we should do that now or after the interview thing.
Well, the interview was just BS. Only to tell on how tough CS interview is compared to other interviews. You know, so I mean,
they can go
the idea was that
episode 1 in CS2 coding interviews at the end of the streams.
Well, the idea is that if we were to pick up any interviews, let's say of, I don't know, what other jobs are there for freaking marketing or sales? Yeah. The hell do you do for freaking interviews? Do you just
you bullshit, and the person who can bullshit the most confidently gets the job? It's the same for computer science too. It's just that it's more, your bullshit is more easy to
logical bullshit.
Your bullshit can be cross-checked more easily. Like if you say like, oh, you know how to do this, there's a way to check it. Whereas for sales and marketing and stuff, there's no easy way to check it. I can just say, oh, I was the person leading the ad campaign for Donald Trump and that's why he won. How are you gonna verify it?
Call Trump. He's not gonna answer. He's president now. Sorry, sir.
He's a busy man now. So your idea was we compare the different types of interviews, or what do we do?
We could have just, I don't know. It was dumb. We could have just gone through the questions, or, you know, like just troll it or something. Wait, what?
Cool. It's Hima. Hima just got home, so he said he will shower and might join in a while. That's fine.
Okay.
Question doesn't you want to go?
But since this is labeled as driving test 3, we can just do the story.
I was actually thinking of making some productive podcasts out of this driving test. Like you saw how little information there is about driving tests in Thailand and stuff. I thought maybe this could be a detailed story where we just describe how to get a license, what are the things you need, what you have to do, what to expect, and everything. And people can just watch this one video and get to know how you get a driving license in Thailand. But I'm wondering if this is the right platform for it.
No, it's okay. I think it's supposed to be your personal thing, which you upload everything you need to know before getting license in Thailand. A nice.
But yeah, okay. I can just give a short thing. We'll just open Google Docs and just do a quick. So, let me share screen. The organize tabs. Okay, I'll do that. Oh, the templates now? I don't know that. Whatever. Getting a driving license in Thailand as a foreigner / expat. I don't know why they call it. What does an expat mean? Expat meaning. I always thought it's something related to army for some reason. I don't know. Okay, so getting a license in Thailand as a foreigner slash expat. So first of all, my experience, right? So you need to do it in 2 days. 2 days. The first day, you just give them all your documents, get an appointment for another day, and leave. This takes about 1 to 2 hours based on
what?
Based on the queue.
How long the queue is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Based on how long the queue is. If you go as early as 8:30 a.m., the office opens at 9. Then you might get it early. You might get it done by 9:30. 9:30. What documents are there? This is another set thing.
Assuming it's passport, place you're living in,
a bunch
all
of
that.
stuff. Yeah, I don't want to get into that for now. For now, I just want to get to the second day, because second day is the one where the fun stuff is.
Well, yeah.
The second, actually, it's not a second. It's second visit. First visit, second visit. So, for me, the first visit was late October, and then the second visit was early November. So there was a 2-week gap between the two. And so they told me to come anytime between 10 to 3 p.m. 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. anytime. I reached there at 9:40, and I found that I thought that I might have to wait for 20 minutes to get in, but I found they just let me in. So I could have technically come earlier and got everything done quicker. I didn't know that. So for anybody watching, which nobody is, just go earlier. Like try to reach there by 9. You're good. Like nobody will stop you saying that okay, your appointment is at 10 or something. Get there by 9 a.m. and once you get there, so it again depends on what you want to get. If you want to get a driving license based on license from your country, for me this was my car license. Since my home country license is valid for cars, I could just convert it to a Thai license, so I don't need to do any practical tests, no theory tests. All I need to do is just one physical test, which includes eyesight, reaction time, and depth sensing. Pretty easy stuff, nothing complicated. So I did these things, and then you just print the thing and good to go. This is if you already have a license from your home country to support it. But if you want a driving license and no license from your country, this in my case was my two-wheeler license. Since I don't have a two-wheeler license at home, so what I had to do was, okay, so everything that's marked no here are basically yeses now. So we had the practical test, theory test, physical test. Let me just order this in the correct order. Practical, theory, and practical. So let me go from here first. So when I was doing my car thing, right? So for physical test, it just starts off with eyesight test, where you go in and first of all, okay, there's just somebody, there's like a literal traffic light in front of you, and they will say, what do you see? And you just need to say red, green, yellow, red, green, yellow, whatever you see. That's it. You go to the second area. In the second area, they have 2 pipes like this. This one is movable and this one is stuck to its position, and you are like maybe 10 meters in front of it, and you need to move the movable pipe and bring it parallel to the other pipe, and there's a certain range that it needs to be, otherwise you fail. So the first time I did this, I failed. I was like, fuck, I'm messing it. And she showed me, okay, you came in front. So I was like, okay, cool. I didn't really see the difference, but I was like, all right, cool. So the next time I just did it, I just brought it a little less closer, and she was like, okay, you pass. I'm like, okay, cool, I'll take that. And the third test was where they have two pedals, a brake pedal and accelerator pedal. You just press on the accelerator and the light in front of you turns green. As soon as it turns red, you need to press on the brake. It's basically a reaction test. So once you finish all this, you go to the final test, which is, okay, there's one more, peripheral vision. Peripheral vision. So you put your chin into a device like this, and there are two circles around your head, and it turns white or black depending on something. As soon as it turns white, you need to click the button on that side. So there's a button on the left, button on the right. If you see white here, you click here. If you see white here, you click here. And you're supposed to do this while looking forward, just to check if you can see things in your peripheral vision. I was technically like looking left and right with my eyes, not with my head. I don't know if that's cheating or if that's allowed, but I saw many people doing it and I did it too. So it was pretty easy. So you just do this, and once you're done with this, they just tell you to go down, print the thing that you print the card, and you're done. I was like, okay, cool. But what about my bike license? And then they're like, oh, okay, you need to go up again. I was like, okay, I'll go up again and do the same set of physical tests again. So I had to do this exact same test again. I went there and I told her, okay, I just did this 5 minutes ago. You want me to do this again? And she thought for a second. She's like, She's like, okay, I just do it. I'm like, okay, fuck it. It's not that hard. I'll do it. I just go for it and done. Then the theory test. This is the thing we've been practicing for the last two streams for. The one where we kept on getting 43 out of 50, 44 out of 50. I do the test. I get some of the hard questions that we did look at when we were practicing, so that's good. I get some unknown questions which I never saw, and I was like, for sure I'm missing out on these. And the thing ended, and I remember how we discussed that, okay, out there I wouldn't just rush through the questions, I'll do it slowly, I'll take my time. I did not. I just did it in 10 minutes and I submitted it, and it's 45 out of 50. I was like, what the fudge? How did I pass it in one go? The person behind me got surprised because I saw like 2-3 people who were in the room before me doing the test, and they were like, oh wait, he finished already and he passed? Why are we still stuck here? And on my way out, I saw like 2-3 screens with 40 out of 50, 35 out of 50, and I felt so bad for those guys. I was like, shit.
That's why you come on to Byte Banter, watch us do it, and learn from it.
Yep. I'm still so surprised I got 45 out of 50. You know, the funny thing is, I looked at a Reddit post right before doing the test, and the test also told me about this guy who was saying that the hardest thing to do is the theory test. Everything else is easy. And how he got 45 out of 50 in his first try. And I was like, damn, that lucky guy. And I got 45 out of 50 too. Anyway, did that, got happy. And then they gave me a third appointment kind of for the practical test. Actually, it took me a while to do all of this stuff since I got there 9:40. If I got there at 9, I would have been able to do it early and done the practical test at 11. But since by the time I was done with this theory test, it was 11:15 already, so I couldn't join that session, and they had one in the afternoon at 1 p.m. So like, all right, I'll do that. So the practical test start. You get into a room. They play a bunch of informational videos for 30 minutes, all in Thai. You're just sitting there and pretending to understand what they're saying, just watching the video and trying to make sense.
How many foreigners were there as well?
0.
Or no? Okay, fair. But still, it's like, let me tell you, even if, I mean, of course they're not obliged to change language and all that, but at least give us subtitles. That's the least you can do.
There were subtitles. In their
okay, then it's fine. It's fine then. I've had tests where everything is in Thai and the subtitles are Thai. I'm like sitting there and looking. What?
What is this thing called? What kind of videos are these?
Infomercials.
Okay.
Instruction.
Yeah. Instructional. I misspelled that. Instructional / infomercials in Thai with English subtitles for 30 minutes. Okay. After this, the instructor actually comes in and he's like, okay, everybody gather around me, and he talks in Thai as well. And this time there's no subtitles because he's actually talking it. So hear me out. He takes 15 minutes to explain. Okay, you start at this point, you go here, you stop this, you do this, you do that, you do this, and everything. 15 minutes to do it. And at the end, everybody left, and I still stuck around, and I said, I don't know how to speak Thai. Could you explain me? You know what he said? He literally said, you start here, you stop here, you stop here, you stop here. Good. Literally 10 seconds. That's what he told me. The 15-minute Thai translation for that was 15 seconds in English. And I was like, all right, I guess we're rolling with this.
Okay. Why not?
15 minutes. Instructor explains what to do on a mini map, on a mini model of the track in Thai. Yeah, in Thai. After this,
without subtitles.
After this, you get on the track, and for people who don't have a bike, they can just rent a bike there. They charge 50 baht for it, which I feel is pretty reasonable. And for the actual test, you have 3 things. The first one is beam balance. I think we saw the video together, remember?
Yeah, we did.
There's a small beam, you go through it. And the second one is curvy roads, or how people call the 8 test, or the infinity test, where you're supposed to go test. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Loops.
And the final one is you are supposed to follow the rules. Okay, so let's start with beam balance. So beam balance, remember how we were discussing last time, why don't people just go fast? Like, it's easier to balance when you go fast. Apparently there's a rule that you need to be at least 10 seconds on the beam. I'm like, damn, they thought it out.
No hacks for you.
Our hacks don't work. They countered our hacks. Okay, so I was like, all right, cool. So the first person, I was, I think, 4th in the queue. So the first person went and he did it cleanly, and I was okay, cool. Doesn't seem that hard. The second person did it, also cool. Seemed fine. The person in front of me fell off. I was like, fudge, he ruined my confidence now. And anyway, I get on the thing and I do it in the first try. I was shaking a bit, but I still managed to get through it. However, the thing is, you can't just stop after you do this. As soon as you finish this, you're supposed to enter the curvy road directly, and there's not much space. So you go here, you finish, and then you turn on the indicator and you get into the curvy road. Now, mind you, this is a rented bike. I'm not that comfortable with it. So in my attempt to get to the indicators, I press the horn. And everybody's looking at me, why the hell is this guy pressing the horn? I pretend like nothing happened. I put the indicator, I get into the curvy thing, I do the 8, and then right before the follow the rules, you need to wait for everybody to finish this 2 first so that they can come to this 3rd section. So I just do all that stuff and then I'm done. I just come there and I'm like, okay, cool. I was 60% scared that they might fail me for doing the horn thing, because when you're doing a car license test, if you press the horn, it's supposed to be fail, because the only reason you'd press the horn when you're driving is if you are nervous and you just pressed it accidentally. For the bike, they didn't fail me. I think they thought that it's a genuine mistake since it's a new bike and it's the same side for the indicators and the horn, so whatever. And that happened, and then we reached to follow the rules. Follow the rules, it's basically the start, stop, stop, stop thing that they told me in 10 seconds. Luckily, there were proper signs everywhere, and the 30-minute instructional video, which I kept watching with Thai and English subtitles, kind of made me familiar with what I need to do. So it was pretty simple. Just did it and finished it in 3 minutes, passed it, and they told me you can keep the bike there and go inside. I go in and there's nobody inside. I'm like, what the hell? What am I supposed to do? And then 2 people come in with pieces of cards, pieces of papers. I was like, fudge, they passed, I failed. They are gonna tell me to come again or something. And then I waited for a while, and I saw these 2 them come and tell to these guys, oh, okay, you can come again tomorrow, and you can come again the after tomorrow. Wait a second. So they failed, just having that I passed, and then he came to me and he said, oh yeah, you passed, and he gave me another piece of paper. Like, oh cool, I passed, let's go. And then I just go back, do the printing thing, and I'm done. This is how I get both my licenses done in one day.
Nice. Nice.
And now I can legally drive in Thailand. Not like I wasn't earlier.
And yeah, not like he was doing illegally. He's got the Bhutanese license. He used to drive in Bhutan.
Anywho, if anybody wants to get Thai license, this is how you do it.
You know, from all this, I feel like what they could do officially, right, officially is I know this is too much, but might as well just give a pamphlet or something that people can read instead of looking at the video and reading the subtitles or listening to instructor and not knowing Thai. That would be really nice to like track around by yourself. That's just
I feel like just have more details on your official
exactly
website
how tough.
about yeah.
Or just let us print out the pamphlet by ourselves if you don't want to waste papers.
Mm-hmm. What the why Thai citizenship the first thing?
Citizenship. Okay.
So okay, this is their official website. All they say is how to prepare the documents. Okay, what documents to prepare? This is good enough, I guess. Like how to prepare the documents you need for the first appointment. It's pretty good. I think this is all you need. Procedure: print the and take a physical test, pay the fee. This is false. I paid 205, not 505. Take a
oh
training.
no, I think it makes sense. No mind. Okay, no mind. Yeah. Why is it temporary?
Okay,
So
if you're
is your
disqualified,
validity to
uh,
just
so the first time they give you the license, they give it to you for 2 years, and they call it temporary license. And if you have no big issues in those 2 years, then they will issue you 5-year license after that.
do you have to test again or do you just
You don't
get
do
it?
the test, but you have to do the reaction test, the first step. This step, the physical
Okay,
tests.
gotcha.
It makes sense though.
Physical.
Like they want to make sure that people are not old enough that they can't drive anymore. So yeah, that's the thing. Like this steps, they don't really discuss any of this stuff. Like nobody tells you about the theory test. Nobody tells you about the practical tests. Uh, the nobody tells you about the physical tests. Even the physical test. Actually, I forgot to tell you. When I went there, you queue up for the physical test, and they have a screen, and they tell you how to do the first test, the second test, the third test, all in Thai again. Luckily, they have subtitles. The translation is questionable, but at least it's something's there. uh Most of all, I think, okay, everything else I can still forgive. I think the theoretical test, this should be like clearly mentioned somewhere that you will need to study this material and prepare for it. There's no way somebody is going there without studying that quiz and passing. uh where I found the details about this thing was Bangkok Baba or something. Bangkok Baba, is it Bangkok Baba? I think it is Bangkok Baba. There's this thing. It says literally how to get a Thai driving license, and this has details on what documents you need to bring, what stuff you should do, and everything. The physical tests, the fees.
I
This is
think
how is it possible that these guys have the accurate detail, and the official Thai Department of Travel department? What is? Oh, this is not the official. Okay, my bad.
I don't think it's official. No. Otherwise, they're supposed to put the gov.th or something.
But then, they just used the logo. Interesting. Okay, this is the film. Thai DLP. This is the.
Yeah,
How,
yeah.
how did those guys use the logo then? Okay, whatever. But yeah. So yeah, it was 205. This is still inaccurate. It was 105 for the motorbike. Uh,
So, next question.
mhm.
Are you planning to get
Car.
a vehicle
Uh,
of any sort?
Most probably not, because
Okay.
I don't think I'll be driving to work ever. It's too much traffic. I don't think I'll be having time to drive around because busy the entire week. And just for the weekends, once in a while, I don't think it's worth it. Just
It's
maintaining a
not
car
okay.
will be more expensive than just renting it once in a while whenever I need it. Because
That's fair. Yeah, makes
let's
sense.
let's say I have, okay, let's do the math. Let's say I have one trip a month where I would need a car.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it'll cost me like 1,000 baht. let's say 1200 just to be on the safer side. 1200 and multiply that by 12 months. That's just 14,400. I'm pretty sure you'll pay more for your insurance, your taxes, your maintenance
Absolutely.
for
Even the fuel and all that just
it's
piles up.
it's not worth it, yeah. The only way I could justify this cost is if I don't take the BTS anymore and I take my car to the office twice a week.
But then I'm assuming, since it's central Bangkok, it's gonna have awful traffic no matter what.
That I can still deal with. The thing is, the main point is cost cutting, right? But if I take my car to Central World, parking there is really expensive. Although the company subsidizes it a bit, I still remember some of my friends during internship who used to bring their cars used to lose like 3 to 4,000 baht of their salary just for the parking thing after subsidizing it. So there's no point doing it. And for once in a while when I go out, it's just easier to rent. I think it's better to I'm renting a car this Friday for team outing, and it was 1200. I just messaged them today. I have the car reserved for Thursday already, and
that's nice. No need of credit card, right?
Yeah. Apparently it's not that serious. Like I just found out today. I can't rent from airports. Airports are a bit serious about the credit card, but most other stores are not that serious.
Okay, that's good. I really wanted to get a bike, right? I always wanted to get a bike out here. But once again, it comes down to the cost, the insurance you're paying on top of that, the fuel.
It's too much. In Thailand, getting a bike is not the worst idea because you can get it for cheap. You can get it for as cheap as, let's say, 15k baht, and insurance is like 100 baht or something. And if you actually look at mobility and stuff, a bike is a way better decision than a car in Thailand. Like Hima has a bike, and I can tell that I'm pretty sure he's saving money because of it.
Does he ride to his office?
No, because that doesn't make sense. It's too far for him. It'll be like an hour ride to the office, which is already tiring.
Wait, didn't he just move closer?
Still, it's an hour away.
Oh damn!
It used to be 2 hours away, so it's an hour now. But he does use it to go around locally, which earlier would cost him the motorbike taxi or a normal taxi, which does save him time. So he does take his bike from Thammasat to his current place twice a week or something. So
that's a long drive as well.
I think he told me it's 40 minutes, and he just stops in the middle, takes rest for a while, and rides again.
Yeah, I don't know if I can justify, but what it would help me for is I would not have to pay for travels at all after that. I mean, you've heard. Oh damn, who that?
No idea.
Is that? No, mine. I'm not gonna name drop.
I was curious why we have TikTok pinned
TikTok.
Here. We never uploaded it, but we made an account. Interesting. Okay, sorry.
Oh yeah, it was for shorts. When we were trying to do shorts, but we never found any. Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
No, I was just saying that pretty much the trains here cost a lot, so a bike would be a good alternative to that.
How much would a bike cost there if you were to get it?
If I were to get it, just look up Auto Trader UK. Okay, click there, yeah, and on top, very top, you would see bikes.
Don't tell me yours. Let me just look up random.
No, I'm just getting. Okay.
That's fine. Yeah, we don't need to know the exact.
L.
That's fine.
Yeah, just take that. National is good. Now in filters, filter options. You have to put there's something of where is it? Oh yeah, min CC and max CC on very top. You put that to minimum of 300 and maximum of 5.
Isn't 300 a lot?
So here's the thing, Tandon. Like I told you, there are 3 kind of license you can get, 3 or 4. First is CBT, just like yours. You do a basic test, and it's on a 125cc bike. That's when you get CBT. It's like a day course, and they'll just give you the license for that. And you can put learning plate on and drive your bike everywhere, but you cannot carry anyone behind you. So it's kind of shitty when you ask me. Second is the one we watched the video, which is A2 license. It would allow me to drive on highways and all that, and carry passengers as well, and drive up to 500cc. And upon looking, it seems like beginners can ride up to 400cc, so it's good. I mean, I don't have to go fast, but I need enough speed to stay on highway compared to others just overtaking me, which is not safe for me either. Yeah. I need to go with the flow.
I see what you mean.
So, yeah, that's why it would come around 2,500 to 3,000. On top of that, 1,000 to 1,000 a year for insurance, and
insurance is expensive.
Yeah.
Can't be that cheaper. I don't think it's 100 baht. Let me just confirm.
It's not supposed to be 100 baht.
Because I haven't seen Hema pay it, that's why.
Hema pays 100?
I haven't seen him paid anything.
I'm sure he has
I think
insurance.
He didn't pay it because when he bought it, it was already paid off, and he hasn't ever
I see.
had to repay it yet. How to pay? On how to pay? How much to pay?
How much to pay? Yeah. Product. It's supposed to come under.
How much is Thai motor
bike license? Bike insurance.
Insurance. Alright. Not likely to have many choices. Whatever. I'm an insurer advisor. Rojoy. Oh, that's the one that we just saw. If you want health insurance for illness, whatever. No. 12.7 thousand baht? No way.
Yeah, it's supposed to be for a year, right? So it just comes down to 1,000 baht a month, which is fair.
Wait, what do you mean 12,000 baht a month? You mean 1,000 baht a month?
Yeah, 1,000 baht a month. Good, right? I mean, if it's comprehensive cover, saying that it's going to not. I mean, it's going to include if the bike is stolen and all that stuff, including yourself.
The problem comes when you look at this with respect to the bike's cost. When the bike itself costs like, in Hima's case, let's say like 40k. This is.
Oh shit. Okay.
This is like 1/4 the cost every month, every year. So in 4 years, you're already paying the amount of the bike as insurance, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but insurance is still necessary. It's like
I pay about, what was that?
20k a year for large bike of 800cc.
See.
So lower than 20, pretty sure.
Easy compare. What is this? There's nothing written
here. Bro, company went out of business.
So basically, they didn't have an AI generator. Let's just ask ChatGPT. Let's see what ChatGPT says.
You need to start. I mean, it's another subscription model for GPT-4o, but why is it fucked up?
I don't know. It doesn't let me try it. Okay, whatever. I don't want to try it.
OpenAI is cutting costs now.
Is there any other free AI model? No, right? Everything needs.
Gemini.
We need to log in, right? I don't want to log in. You know what? I can't. No. Why am I not logging in? It's fine. I don't mind logging in. Why did we ask 1 + 1? Oh, why did I add Reddit at the end? Whatever, yeah. 500 to 800 baht. This is believable. I think.
Yeah, compulsory insurance.
Yeah.
Sure.
Comprehensive, yeah. That's more expensive, but yeah, I don't think most people get it.
I don't know. It's very common to ride bikes in Thailand. So Thailand, India, you're not worried for your bike to be stolen because everyone else has the same bike at one point.
I
Over
think
here, it's very rare.
Yeah, the only reason you're getting proper insurance is to make sure that if there's an accident, you and the other person are covered, and you don't have to worry about medical expenses. Like right now, right, the car that I rented, the actual rent per day is 1,000 baht, but I paid an additional 200 baht per day for insurance, just because I don't want to have to worry about scratches or accidents or anything. So it's just covered. However, there's a gotcha clause. So they're like, okay, if there are any scratches, you need to file a claim or something, and if you do that, and only then you don't have to worry about clearing it. If you don't claim, like there's a scratch or something, and I don't even know how you claim that stuff, then you'll still be charged 1,000 baht per scratch. I'm like, all right, let's see. I rented the whole car for 2,000 baht. I have 3,000 baht on deposit. If I have more than 3 scratches, there's very little incentive for me to return the car. You sure you want to do that?
That's when you're kind of safer than putting your whole credit card on the freaking. They might as well just write the car off. Yeah. I have a brand new car with 3 scratches now.
1,000 baht for a scratch is crazy. I don't know with what metric they are charging that, but for a dent, I get it. For like deep scratch, I get it. For a scratch, 1,000 baht, especially it's Thailand. Like you know how bikes drive. Like you don't have to do anything; they will come and hit you from behind. So like just to be safe, I just got the insurance. It's 200 baht. It's not making a big hole in my pocket, and if it gives me the peace of mind for 2 days, I'll take it.
Yeah, it's like what Kevin says, right? The amount of time you're gonna just spend worrying about it, might as well just pay.
Yep. Actually, the place was already more expensive than other places. I saw a lot of places which were giving cars for 800 baht, but they were central Bangkok, and most of them would not deliver themselves. So I would have to drive to central out of central Bangkok and to central Bangkok at the end, and I don't want to be stuck in traffic for hours. So I was like, it's fine. I will pay an additional 200 so that I don't have to go to traffic. And then I was like, okay, fuck, I can spend another.
I'll just drop it off to your place. That's good, right?
No. This one doesn't, but it's nearby. It's like 10 minutes from here. So I don't mind driving 10 minutes in this area, but I do mind driving 30, 40 minutes in central Bangkok. So no, the funny thing is, initially it went from 800 to 1,000 because I was like, yeah, I'll pay the additional 200 because it's closer. But then it went from 1,000 to 1,200 because I need to get the insurance. And I'm pretty sure they don't have any GPS or anything. And if I were to get that, that would be an additional 200-300. And I was like, it's fine. Whatever you have, just give me that. Oh, I actually asked them, can you drop it to my house? You're just 10 minutes away from me. They said, sure. Anything outside our premises, we can deliver for 700 baht. I was like, never mind. I'll come take it. I'll come drop it. You don't have to do it.
700. Okay. Why not just cut it from my... No, never mind. Yeah.
They probably will. If I decided to do that, they would be, oh yeah, just pay us this much. And oh, even the deposit return, very funny. Like I'm just realizing I have been getting so lucky with all the car rentals that I've had until now, where they would just return the deposit completely. These guys are like, okay, once you return the car, we'll return you 2,500 out of 3,000 from the deposit on the next day before 6 p.m. I'm like, cool, fine. The final 500 they will keep with them for 30 days, just to make sure if there are any tickets on the car when I was driving it, and if there are, they will deduct it from that. If not, they'll return it. I'm like, interesting.
Fair, but why not just do the following, where of course the tickets come to the car on the license plate, and now you just put it on your system, and whoever's like driving the car at that point might as well just like start sending the tickets to the person itself. I mean,
I can see why they're doing it, to be fair. But I'm so surprised. All of the places that I rented before this never had any of this. This is the first time I'm seeing this, and I'm like, interesting. And this is after I have a proper license.
Okay, you see that's one of the answer for you. It's like who to charge if there's the guy driving us is without license. It's like both of us are legal at this point. Go to police? Yeah, okay, go.
I was better off without a license. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Maybe, actually, who knows? Because Hema recently had his sister come here, right? So he said that they just rented the car with no credit card or Thai license. They just got it from the airport itself. And I'm like, wait a second, what was I missing so long? They said they just went there, they said they didn't need a car, and they just showed their Sri Lankan license and they just got the car. I have no idea.
Well, Thailand. It depends on their mood.
Exactly.
It depends on their mood.
Thailand.
Wow. Yeah, let's see. Maybe I'll consider getting a license to start with, but otherwise, I don't plan on getting any vehicle until I'm sure that I would be staying. Otherwise, what's the point?
Since I got the license, my dad is really worried that I'll buy a car. I'm like, don't worry, I don't make enough to buy a car.
Yeah.
I told him this is just for emergency. If I ever need one, I'll have it handy. I don't need to use my passport anymore. I even saw on Reddit somewhere that people said I could use this for domestic flights as ID proof, which makes sense. I just need a photo ID, and this has a photo and is an identity proof.
Next time, wherever you're flying, just try taking your passport as well, but just show this. Who knows?
I'll actually try it. Yeah. Also, I can use this as collateral now. Let's say, when you rent,
you don't have to put your passport down.
When you rent bikes in Krabi and stuff, they keep your passports usually. Instead, what I can do is when I'm renting the bike, I can keep my car license as collateral, so that I'll at least have the bike license. And when I'm renting the car, I can keep my bike license as collateral. So that's interesting.
That's right. Yeah, that's super handy. What if you forgot your car license at home and your bike license you have to put as collateral, and the police stops you because
nobody does.
I don't know, man. Just imagine
somebody who's driven with a witness license in Thailand. Nobody checks. Especially if you're in a car, nobody's checking. On a bike, maybe. I've seen a few stops here and there in major cities where they check bikes, but a car, nobody checks. I don't know why they. I don't want to say much, but yeah, whatever.
No, okay.
It's fine. It doesn't happen.
Thailand, don't change. Stay the same. we don't mind. The secret ingredient is crime.
You know, funny. When I fell from the bike in Krabi and I went to the local clinic where they did my bandages and stuff, and they were like, "Oh yeah, it's very common. Happens every day." And what do you mean every day? They said they have at least 3 foreigners every day coming with the wounds because they fell off their bikes. And I'm like, damn. And what do you guys do about it? They're, nothing. We know what's happening. We know how they're getting the bikes.
Gotta, Tundon, you gotta ask, is it at the same place? Because might as well be the hospital or the clinic making that dangerous. Business is booming.
It's possible. I don't think about that. But yeah, it is a very interesting stat that they know that foreigners are coming there,
Yeah,
renting bikes
exactly.
and
Uh,
getting
and
into
and they're doing
accidents.
nothing to change it.
Exactly.
So
Uh,
they'll share the stat with you, but they're still having customers. Like they know they can charge 3 people every single day, so they're happy.
the cops aren't making it stricter to get no, I mean the government isn't making it stricter to rent bikes. The agency is not the agency, what the hell? The people who give you the bikes, they're not making it harder for you to rent the bike. They don't check anything. So yeah, it's whatever. Also, it's so cheap. It's dirt cheap. Renting a bike in Thailand is like 250 baht. Okay, for perspective, 250 baht in, let's talk about USD. 250 Thai baht to USD. $7. In less than $10, a foreigner is able to come here, rent a bike, get into an accident,
Or a day, yeah.
and
Scratch it
return
up.
and return the bike. Okay, not scratch it up. If you scratch it up, these guys know how to rip you off. They'll charge you like 6,000 baht and a kidney for the one scratch. So try not to scratch the bike, but just for
I
renting
mean,
it.
you don't have to pay for all those fancy as meterless taxis or vans or
Yeah.
anything. It's just
Yeah,
much more fun when
you
you're
are saving money for sure when you rent a bike in those places. Like, there's no questions asked. But like, I know I have taken advantage of it being so cheap as well, but I don't think as a society it's good to have uh you can call it a weapon, right? Basically, like you can kill somebody with it.
weapon.
Yeah. Like
What?
if you don't know how
No.
if you don't know how to drive a bike and you're riding a bike,
Okay, yeah. I
you're
mean, like,
endangering your life, the person
it's
sitting behind you, people on the road, a lot of people. It shouldn't be this easy to rent it. That's what I'm saying. Although I've taken advantage of the system, I have benefited from this, but I really feel like it shouldn't be this easy.
it's like the second thing that people need to know is you just have to be responsible.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you might be
Which
going
is
to
very
Thailand
hard
for
to
your
expect
freaking.
from people who are entering an exotic country just to have fun. Like,
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
when
Hey,
people
you know
are
we went
on
to
vacation mode,
Chiang Mai,
they're
right?
thinking, right?
We went to Chiang Mai,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a songtail going full of foreigners, and
Yeah.
there was this guy sitting on top, like while he's driving, and he flew off into the canal.
What do you mean him sitting on top? You and Himo were hanging by the songtail half the time.
Hey, we sober, man. We not drunk.
Not just that. In which universe was us going and jumping around the waterfall area where war is worst a good decision? In which
We don't
universe
talk
was that a
about
good decision?
that.
So that's what
Hey,
I'm saying. When you're going on a trip with friends,
let me tell you,
critical thinking goes out the
I
window.
saw I saw the rock. The
Uh-huh.
rock looks solid. I thought it would give a good angle, so I just jumped.
That's what I'm saying. That was so scary. Like, I remember I took off my shoes and I walked through the water so that my socks don't get wet. And I was the other side, and I just saw you jump there. What the hell is happening? You could have slipped. You could have anything could have happened.
Yeah,
And
I could have gone down. Could have.
and that rock was one rock away from the rock where war is worst. So if instead of that rock, if you decided to jump on the other rock, which is slippery, we wouldn't have Darshil here right now. Darshil would have ghosted us and not sent us videos from on the
Darshal
trip.
would have. Darshal would have. Darshal. Oh, that I don't know. There would have been no idea of Byte Banter.
Uh-huh. No, Waris would be sitting here and we'd be discussing about uh latte with cheese.
That's classic. Honestly, man, I miss that. Tell me something before we end up. I know it's too late for you,
Uh-huh.
but before we end up, if we could turn back time, right? If we could go back to Chiang Mai.
I would.
No. Of course, I still miss that moment. It's like we're going for sure,
Mm-hmm.
but if you could choose between going in a songtail, like renting a whole ass van, or a
Renting a
pickup
car.
truck compared to renting your own cars or bikes separately, which one would you have picked?
Renting car.
Okay.
I think for me personally, I just enjoy driving a lot, and that's why.
Okay. And would that include the whole trip as well, as in like instead
Yes.
of taking a flight,
Oh no,
just driving with your
that's
friends, or too
although
much, too long? I mean,
depends.
knowing that all your friends can drive as well, and you can just.
Yeah, if it's a 1 day drive, no, that's too much. Like 11-12 hours drive, one day it's too much. But if we could split it into like 3-4 days where we are visiting some places at the middle, and every day we travel like 3 hours in the same direction, I would go for that. I would enjoy the road trip more.
I don't know. Yeah, it was just an idea because it reminded me of the trip we were planning for
UK.
England, and this
That,
came up
that
of
was that was the
June.
whole idea, right, for UK, that we could
Yeah,
just rent a car and
just
everything.
travel everywhere. Why be settling at a single?
Oh, sad news though. I can't get an international driving license on the temporary Thai
Why not?
visa.
Oh
A temporary
shit!
Thai license. I can only convert my Thai license into an international driving license if I have the 5-year license.
In my case, then I can just
The only
get my.
other way to get it is to get it from my home country.
Can you get it from
That's
your
it.
home country real soon, or
No. I mean, like, the only other way to possibly get a international license is that, which
do you have
wouldn't
to
be
do
happening.
testings again?
I don't think so. I think I can get it on the basis of my current license.
Do you plan on going back to home country soon?
Not anytime soon. Got a bunch of things to sort out. We'll probably be working on that first. Also, a lot of traveling this year. This
Oh
year
yeah,
was
fair.
Singapore, Malaysia again. Alright, anyway, that is it.
Yeah.
This week episode of Byte Banter and the end to the driving test saga. We had 3 episodes on it, and at the end of it, we have got it.
Yeah,
Actually,
we saw Tandon succeed get his licenses.
it took a month, but we got there.
We got there.
All right, thanks for watching.